What would you consider to be one of the deadliest days for law enforcement in recent history? Perhaps your mind leaps to the tragic events of September 11th, or maybe the Dallas police shootings in 2016. However, an event of similar magnitude has unfolded just yesterday, on the 29th of April, 2024, in Charlotte, North Carolina. In an operation that was supposed to be routine, 8 law enforcement officers were shot, 4 of whom tragically lost their lives. The incident occurred when members of a U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force sought to serve a warrant on an individual for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. As they attempted to carry out their duty, gunfire erupted. The suspect they were seeking was also killed in the exchange, marking a deadly end to what should have been a standard procedure. Among the 4 deceased were 3 members of the U.S. Marshals Task Force, making this incident one of the most devastating blows to law enforcement in years. This event, however, is not an isolated incident. Over the past few years, we've seen a concerning rise in violence against law enforcement officers. From the shooting of 3 Michigan State University students in February 2023, to the closure of an Apple store in North Carolina after 3 separate shooting incidents within 75 days, it's clear that the issue of gun violence in America is a pressing one. In light of these events, it's important to remember the brave men and women who risk their lives every day to protect ours. The loss of these officers is not just a tragedy for their families and colleagues, but for the entire nation. In the wake of this tragedy, there will undoubtedly be calls for change, for new ways to protect those who protect us, but for now, we mourn the loss of these brave officers and remember their dedication to their duty. In summary, 4 officers were killed, including 3 U.S. Marshals, while serving a warrant in Charlotte, North Carolina. The suspect they were seeking was also killed in the exchange of gunfire. This event marks one of the deadliest days for law enforcement in recent years, reflecting a concerning rise in violence against law enforcement officers.